Hello class, my name is Cindy and today I will be showing you guys week 7's assignment. Yes, week 7's assignment. For this week's assignment, we were to draw Baby Yoda. So here we go. Oh. And there it is. This was actually my second drawing of this. So this is my first one. And obviously that is too small compared to the whole page. So I did this one. The hardest part for me was honestly the eyes, because I didn't know how to make the eyes look adorable per se, and as well as the shading of the white spots that were on the page. This assignment I used 4 different pencils. I used the B, 2B, HB, and H. I used the H pencil mainly to shade in all these lighter parts, and then this part here, as long as this part. These parts I did just leave them white. Well, I did slightly go in with the H pencil, but for the most part I went over it with an eraser, just so that it looks as white as possible as it does on the picture. Firstly, when I shaded this, I shaded it with the darker parts, obviously with the 2B pencil. And then I went in with my tortillons and I just like smudged everything. I don't know if that's the proper word. But I blended everything so that it would all look even. And also, another hard part for me was that since this was such a big pod, when shading, it started to show what way my lines were going. So then I kind of switched it up and did more of a circular movement all around the pod, so that it didn't show like, oh, the lines are going this way, they're going side to side or up and down, rather than they're just a bunch of little circles. I don't know if you can really tell, but that's the method that I used. That is Baby Yoda's hand. That is Baby Yoda. And then for this, the 3 little button things that are right here in the front, I kind of just shaded it with a darker rim around to add the dimension to it. And another hard part for me was how to show that this was like not a basket, but like a little covering over the pod. How to show like those deep dimensions. I know they were shaded differently because in the picture they're different shades of colors, but for the most part it was kind of difficult for me to make it look separate from each other, if that makes sense. So one covering starts from here and the other covering starts all the way up here, all the way down there, and then starts lower on this little hinge part. I also had trouble with Baby Yoda's ears because they are dimensioned. So in the picture you can clearly see that the ear is kind of more round right here, and then it just goes into a straight skinny line. So that was kind of difficult for me to put on paper per se. And then I added this little shading, this darker shading under there to show the under area of the ear, or the shadow that it projects over the clothes, or his little robe that he has. But this is my week 7's assignment. I hope you guys enjoy, and don't forget to watch The Mandalorian that comes out this weekend. Thanks.